Doing things you're bad at is uncomfortable, right? It's frustrating, sometimes embarrassing, and it often makes us feel like giving up. But here's the thing, avoiding our weaknesses doesn't make them disappear, it just holds us back. And when it comes to strength training, ignoring your weak points is one of the biggest mistakes you can make. Think about it. If you only train the lifts you're already good at, you're leaving progress on the table. Your weakest muscles are often the bottleneck for your strongest lifts. It's like trying to drive a sports car with flat tires. No matter how powerful the engine is, the car won't perform at its best. This is where the 80/20 rule comes in. You've probably heard of it before. It's the idea that 80% of the results come from just 20% of the effort. In strength training, this is also true. It means focusing most of your time and energy on the exercises that give you the best returns, like squats, deadlifts, bench press, overhead press. These are your bread and butter. They're the 20% that deliver 80% of your gains. But here's the twist, the 80/20 rule doesn't just apply to what you're good at, it also works for fixing your weaknesses. Let's say pull ups are a struggle for you, or your grip strength is holding you back. Spending just 20% of your training time addressing these weak points can unlock massive improvements. Why? Because your body works as a system. Strengthening your weak areas has a ripple effect on everything else. A stronger back means a better deadlift. Improved grip strength helps you hold heavier weights. More balanced mobility reduces your risk of injury and boosts your overall performance. So, how do you put this into action? Start by dedicating 80% of your training to the foundational movements that drive the majority of your progress. These are your big lifts, the compound exercises that challenge multiple muscle groups and build real strength. Then use the 20% that's remaining to target your weaknesses. This might look like adding accessory work, focusing on mobility, or spending extra time on technique for an exercise that feels awkward or uncomfortable. It's not about doing more, it's about being intentional with your time and effort. Here's an example. If you're great at bench pressing but struggle with overhead presses, don't ignore it. Spend part of your session working on shoulder strength and stability. Over time, you'll not only improve your overhead press, but also build stronger shoulders for your bench. The key to all of this is consistency. Nobody starts out great at everything. Every lifter, no matter how strong, had to work through their weak spots to get where they are. The difference is they didn't give up. They embraced that challenge and they showed up and they kept pushing. So, what's one thing you're bad at right now? Is it pull ups, deadlifts, maybe mobility work or core strength? Whatever it is, don't run from it. Face it head on, one session at a time. The only way to turn a weakness into a strength is to work on it consistently and with intention. Remember that growth happens outside your comfort zone. It's in the moments when you're struggling, sweating, and questioning why you're even doing this. That's where the magic is. Because every rep, every set, every drop of effort you put into improving your weak points takes you closer to your goals. So here's my challenge to you, pick one thing you're bad at and commit to improving it. Dedicate just 20% of your training time to it and stick with it for the next month. You'll be amazed at the progress you can make. Let me know in the comments, what's your biggest weakness right now? And how are you going to tackle it? Stay tuned for more.